Ich bin am Stand mit dem krassesten, besten Claim, den es hier gibt. The Masters as loud as this booth, und es ist wirklich relativ laut hier. Aber so bin ich hierher gekommen. Ich frage ihn mal, genau, hey man.
Hello.
Genau. Could you give a short overview of what your software or your plugin can do for us?
Yes, I can. Let me open it up. All right, what we got here is Master Plan. It is a mastering, it's a mastering plugin for a 2-track.
Okay.
And its goal is to make mastering accessible to you. A lot of people think of mastering as like a secret art that you can't know, but you can. There's a simple set of controls in the middle. It's for tone, low and high. There's a circuit that does the loudness, but it combines all the things about clipping and limiting and stuff so that you don't have to worry about all the details. It squeezes the max that it can out of it. A width that you can really crank, and it keeps all of your stuff in phase, so it's not going to mess with your sound in mono. And then it has little fix-it tools to make saturation, clean up mud, and stuff like that. So you can focus on making good creative decisions with your music and not have to worry about the pitfalls of very complicated plugins with lots of knobs.
Okay, does it learn how much it affects the output, or do you choose a genre? Metal is mixed, different than singer-songwriter. What are the first steps? First steps, you fire it up in the last section.
Yeah, so it doesn't learn from the audio. In mixing, there's a lot more. There's a very involved process. Mastering is also involved, but it's not as there's not as wide of a range of things that you do in that way. So the most important thing when you fire it up is to get the loudness right for your track. Is you turn on Unity, which will compensate for the loudness.
Yeah.
So as you increase the loudness, it'll bring it back down. Because what you want to make sure is, as you're adding loudness, you want to make sure it doesn't make other changes to your track that you don't like. So let's say you get up somewhere you like, and then when you let go of Unity, you'll hear the loud change, and you know you've done it without doing any damage to the dynamics of your track.
Okay.
Because increasing loudness should always be done while maintaining your dynamics.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you kind of sculpt the track from there. These will apply to all genres, making sure the tone is right and the width is right for your genre. And then the controls at the bottom are more or less useful to certain types of music. For example, if you were doing a boom bap track, you might turn on tape to get that roll off to make the sound more vintage. If you're going to be doing a lot with like guitar work and bass, you might find a lot of use out of the clean circuit, which removes mud in the low mids because that tends to build up. And if you're doing a kind of genre that does a lot of in-the-box processing, like, I don't know, funk, house, like crazy stuff where like you've done a lot of things, the calm circuit might do you really well. It tends to release some of that resonance that builds up at like 15,000 hertz and above. That's just really harsh. So there's just a lot of really good tools in here.
Cool. It seems like to be a one-knob solution.
There's 4 knobs. Anyway.
4-knob solution. Okay.
It's about hitting the balance between complexity and expressiveness.
Yeah.
We want to be very expressive, but not so complex that you get lost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much.
For sure.
Genau. More information on your website.
Yeah.
Genau. Have fun and success in this fair. Yeah. Genau. Greatest claim ever. Master as loud as this booth. Bye.